Hello, good morning for everyone.
Morning.
Yeah, so for today we have a webinar about Vertiv portfolio, and if you raise any questions, please within webinar, please write it in the chat or put in question and answers query. We will answer after the webinar you or send by emails because the topic is quite huge and we have a lot of items that we can show for you. So yeah, yes, I am Oskars from ASBIS, located in Riga. So I am your direct contact for any Vertiv question and order in the future. So I give a word to my colleague from Vertiv. Yeah, stage is yours, Bogdan.
Thank you so much, Oskars. So, hello everyone. I want to start by saying thank you for having me today as a speaker on this interesting webinar. And I'm very happy to see such people joining this session and we are being interested to get to know more about our IRS portfolio. So I would like to start by thanking you everyone for being here. Now, maybe it will be also great to make an introduction of myself. So, hello everyone again. My name is Bogdan Nedelescu, and I'm working within Vertiv for about 2 years as an application engineer, dedicated mainly to the Central Eastern Europe region, but also I'm helping the Central Western Europe region when it's needed. And the purpose of today's meeting is quite big, as Oscar mentioned, and I think you will find it interesting. And this is all about to discover together what's the portfolio of Vertiv. To be more specific, I will try to present to you the portfolio of IRS products, which stands for Vertiv Integrated Rack Solutions, or the portfolio of products which can be strictly or generally integrated into a rack system. So I will not to try to freak you out at all, but we are going to talk about a large portfolio of products. So normally this presentation is around 200 slides, but because, as I said, I don't want to bore you with so much information, I will try to present everything just like an overview. So today's session will be like around 80 slides, but I'm going to go through them as quickly as possible. So since the time is running out, I suggest that we can start. And one more thing that I want to precise from beginning is that if you have any kind of question, feel free to write them on the chat, and we will try to answer to all the questions afterwards. Thank you for understanding. So let's begin. Before we actually begin to see the different type of products, let's see first of all together what we are dealing with as a company. So first of all, you need to know that our main focus is by selling critical infrastructure equipment for data center business. And as you see on this slide, our area of expertise are the following. So first of all, we are talking about power products, then thermal products. Then we can find also remote access equipment, modular data centers, and of course, software platforms and also services. And yeah, the brands we are dealing with are first of all Libert, Geist, Netsure, Avocent, and of course Cybex. And here on this slide, I can show you in more details what we are talking about on when we are saying IRS portfolio. So first of all, you will have or you will meet our cabinets or racks that will ensure the storage of devices in the safest possible way. Then we have uninterruptible power supplies and intelligent power distribution units to ensure the supply and the current of the devices into the rack. Local and remote control access through Avocent products, cooling systems that represent a very important element for ensuring the optimal temperature of the devices that you want to integrate into the rack, remote monitoring and device management platforms, and of course, installation and maintenance services. And now we will begin our journey and we will discover together every type of category and we will see what we are actually selling on the channel business and also the featurings and the roles of every equipment. But again, do not overwhelm you with too much information. I will present everything just like a general overview. Okay. So we will begin the journey with our cabinet, to be more specific with the rack category. In our channel product portfolio, we have two types of categories of racks that we sell, and these are what is on the left side, our VRX or our standard rack solutions, and on the right side, we have our KNUR racks, respectively Miracell 2 and DCM, or you can call it in a single sentence, our fully configurable racks. For VRX, we will find 8 standard products in our portfolio. And just to let you know, the biggest difference between them is given by, first of all, how big is actually the rack. So possibility of 42 units translated as 2 meters height, or 48 units that has 2.2 meters height. Another difference is made by the width and also the depth of these racks. As you see, we can have some variants between 600 millimeters and 800 millimeters. And if we are talking about the depth, we can choose between 1.1 meter or either 1.2 meter. As you can see, these cabinets are special, but what makes them so special? So first of all, we are talking about the fact that they have removable doors and side panels. And what you need to know is that these racks have perforated doors, a single perforated door in the front and double perforation on the rear. And each side panel, including the front and the back door, has a key locking system. Another featurings that we can find on these VRX are, first of all, the ability to support devices inside up to 1,360 kilograms in the static mode, means on the rack fits, but also 1,000 kilograms on the casters, because the rack have the ability also to be both static or mobile. It is also provided with adjustable depth and, of course, with special build spaces on the back of the rack for attaching two power distribution units. And also we are talking about a perforation door with 77% of perforation. So this thing will ensure a good circulation of the airflow inside the rack and also will ensure the necessary cooling for the devices that are inside of our rack. In addition to the actual racks, we also offer various accessories for the different applications that let's say the client wants to have, including various types of cable managers. They can be either horizontal for horizontal installation and also vertical installation. Also, we can select from various shapes like a lobster claw shape or Velcro strap or either D-rings. Also, what we can offer is different type of shelves. They can be either fixed or adjustable in order to integrate our devices inside the rack. And also with various accessories for installations like different type of nuts, screws, and also mounting kit in order to attach maybe a PDU or an UPS or either a server or everything. Also, what we can find are different blanking panels and different type of locking system for the door of your rack. So the customer can choose between a standard handle, a keypad locking system, or even a locking system with card access. Okay, so we just saw about the standard racks or our P-built racks. Now we will move on the best selling type of racks. So about the network and server racks from the KNUR product catalog, and these are Miracell 2 and DCM. They are the best, let's say, selling type of racks for the fact that they can be fully configured, as said in the beginning. So from zero, from scratch, means we can select the dimensions, the type of the doors, the locking system, the cable managers, or any accessory to be pre-built in this rack. If we want to integrate the cooling system, if we want to be static or mobile. So again, in a single sentence, we are talking about our fully customizable rack solution. Now, I would like to explain a little bit why maybe Miracell 2 and DCM are better than VRX. So the most interesting thing is the fact that they are made of aluminum. So the frame is fully made by aluminum, while the VRX we have a solution full of steel. Again, while at our VRX we have the standard color of black, here we can find two color options for our rack, both light gray and also dark gray. What is different is also the load. So Miracell 2 can support up to 800 kilograms because it is more dedicated for network applications. So we can include, I don't know, some products that are more lighter, like, I don't know, let's say some switches or some lighter servers. But if we want to go with something, let's say, stronger, or I don't know, of more than a VR rack, we can go with the DCM rack because DCM rack can support up to 1,500 kilograms for this time. And in the case of standard racks, we can find any accessory for them that can be purchased separately. Again, like the doors, panels, plinth, screws, cable management, or every part the rack is built from. And as well, just like a short overview, we also sell the cold room concept for VR for racks and servers. So in short, we can design such a container with cold air inside, in which we can attach on both sides. As you see in the image, we can attach on both sides full row with racks. So these rows will include racks. And these racks will have perforation doors that will have constant cooling to ensure the optimal operating temperature for the devices that will be inside this rack and also in this containment. So generally, in 10 minutes, this was about our racks that we are offering on the market. And now I propose to go forward to see another category of product, which is also the most sold by Vertiv on the IRS portfolio. And here we are talking about our UPSs, or uninterruptible power supplies. So practically, these devices are used in order not to lose important data from one or more devices, and they will automatically enter to ensure the necessary current for a few minutes in order to be able to save important informations. And you should know that the UPS product portfolio from Vertiv is divided into two large categories, and these are our, as you see in the slide, our single-phase current sources, but we also have three-phase current sources. The main difference between these two categories of products that you must remember are the following. So the single phase sources have a standard supply voltage of 230 volts, and the three phase ones can be power up to 400 volts. Also, another differentiation criteria is made by the power rating. So as you see on the single phase sources, we have a range from 500 VA power and up to 20 kVA, while at the three-phase UPS products, we are talking about values that are starting from 10 kVA and they can reach up to 3,500 kVA. And we will begin with the most, let's say, the most powerful product that we have on the line, interactive technology, and we are talking about the Vertiv Edge. So this product, it stands out the most by the fact that it can be monitored remotely through a communication card, and through which you can see parameters like current, voltage, frequency, and also various events and alarms, and of course you can perform firmware upgrade. So this it is a premium equipment with a superior protection for many areas, especially for servers and also network equipment. And this model can be found in different power values from 500 VA, and they can reach up to 3 kVA. Also, this product is very flexible because you can find in different versions from 1 unit and up to 3 unit installation into the rack. And what you can do with this Edge model is that you can also connect up to 6 external batteries cabinets to extend the default runtime of this UPS, of course, in order to ensure the current time needed into the building. So as I said, we are very flexible because you can find this model in different sizes, so up to 3 units, but also from the point of view of the installation, you can find it also in 2 types. So what is on the left side, it is our standalone or tower model version, but also we have what is on the rack side, our rack mountable version, in order to integrate the UPS inside the rack system. Also, the rack mountable versions, the 2-unit version and also the 3-unit version, they can be also placed in the tower version because these units are also or also have the little feeds that this UPS will come within the box. On the rear of the UPS, we can find the ports and also the outlets in order to connect the devices into the UPS. Like if we take this example of this edge model, we have 6 C13 type of sockets in order to connect the devices that we want to ensure the current. Also the input for the power supply cable, the slot for the communication card in order to have remote access for this UPS, USB port together with emergency power off in case that this UPS is not responding anymore. Also the port for the external battery port connection to extend the default runtime and so on. And this is how a part number looks like on our UPS solutions, or how our UPS solutions can be identified. As you see, they are very intuitive as every part represents a key element. So if we begin with the first one, we can find the family from where this UPS is coming from. Like we are talking about the edge model. Then we have the power load. So here we are talking about a 1.5 kVA version. Then we have the I, which comes from the nominal voltage on Europe, that it's 230 volts. Then the installation capability, which is RT, that stands for rack and also tower version. How many units this UPS will occupy into the rack system? So this UPS will occupy like 2 units. And Excel will tell us that external battery cabinets can be connected to this UPS, and we can extend the standard runtime. Until now, we talk about products that work on VRLA batteries. So this is acid based, but we have also UPS models with lithium batteries that have more advantages than the acid ones. And here on the next slide, we will find exactly what are the differentiations and why lithium ion batteries are better, let's say, versions than VRLA. So we are talking, first of all, 2 up to 3 times longer life. Also, fast charge. We are talking about just 2 hours of charging, a double weight reduction, so or 45% of weight reduction, and also we are talking about a very strong standard warranty, because for the lithium ion UPSs it's 5 years, while on the VRLA UPS versions is 3 years. On double conversion technology and let's say the premium version of our UPSs, I assume that I can say that the best all-time product that we have in our portfolio is the GXT5 model. And it is the best one because it has, as you see, the largest range of power protection with flexible versions from 700 VA and up to 20 kVA. It can be found in both rack and tower versions. It has a dedicated communication card, again for remote monitoring. The standard warranty is 3 years, and again, you can connect external batteries, but for this UPS, because we are talking about the most premium version on the one phase side, you can connect up to 10 external battery cabinets for this time. And what is very interesting to mention is that the internal batteries are hot swappable. So this will mean the fact that these internal batteries can be changed without the interruption of the operation of the UPS. Again, we will have a look at the rear of this UPS. We will take the example of this 2 kVA model, but you need to know that every type of GXT5 value has a different rear. But because the purpose is to have a general overview, I'll present to you this one. So we can find again the communication card slot, USB and RJ45 ports in order to upgrade the firmware locally. Also port for connecting external batteries cabinets, the power port, and also C13 type of sockets in order to connect the devices that we want to ensure the current. And as I said before, and an important element that these edge UPSs and also the GXT5 are capable of is that you can extend the standard runtime of the UPS by connecting such external battery cabinets to this unit. So if we take a look on this table, we can see exactly how dramatically the operation time of the UPS increases by connecting such an ABC or external battery cabinet. So let's take an example. Like if we take the example of the 2 kVA version of the GXT5, we can see that the default operation time of the unit at 100% load is 3 minutes. But if we also purchase an external battery cabinet when connected to the UPS, now the runtime of the unit will be around 17 minutes at 100% load. And if we will go with an additional external battery cabinet, so for this time we'll have two. Right now we will have like around 27 minutes at 100% load. So I think you get the idea. So we can ensure a very good runtime for this UPS because, as I said, this UPS can support up to 10 external battery cabinets. As it has a local display on the screen, we can see if the UPS, first of all, is working within normal parameters together with the ambient temperature, date and time, and the various menus through which we can make settings for the UPS. We can turn it off manually, and we can see the event logs, like to see the entire history of alarms and events on the UPS and so on. As I said, with both Edge and GXT5, these UPSs can also be monitored remotely through a communication card. So practically, if we connect this communication card that is attached to the UPS with a long cable, we can access the data of our UPS simply and quickly by accessing the IP address of the UPS, and we can enter in the monitoring platform, and basically we can see the certain parameters like again average voltage, current, how the operation of the UPS is working. So the same thing like or the same style like we did in the local display. And let's not forget that in the same case on Edge model, also the GXT5 have the lithium-ion version with power ranges between 1 kVA and up to 10 kVA, with the same features on the VRLA models, but as we saw in the table, so on the previous table, with some advantages because of the lithium-ion battery technology. And now I will quickly introduce the newest UPS launch by Vertiv at the beginning of this year, and this is about the GXC model. It is also a double conversion model like the GXT5, and it was designed to be, let's say, a more economical solution for the GXT5 model. Basically, what can I say is that this model can be situated between Edge model and GXT5. And we can find this GXC model between many values. Here on this slide, we can find the large versions like the 6 kVA and also the 10 kVA model. But also recently we launched the small factor version of 1 up to 3 kVA models. And on the same scenario like on the Edge model, we can find this UPS either in the tower model or the rack mountable solution. So in general, these products has the same features as the GXT5, sorry. So again, we are talking about hot swappable internal batteries and instant switching. External batteries can be connected, but because we are talking about a more economical version, we can connect up to 4 external battery cabinets. And here on this slide, I can show exactly why GXT5 model is better than GXC and why we are calling this GXC an economical version. So first of all, we are talking about a better charger on the GXT5 with 8 amperes current, while GXC has only 4 amperes. Again, to mention, only 4 external battery cabinets can be connected to the GXE, instead that up to 10 external battery cabinets that can be connected to the GXT5. Also, GXT5 can be operated in parallel with also with redundancy, so up to 3 units can be connected, while GXC can't operate in parallel at all. And one more thing that I want to highlight is also the standard warranty. So the GXT5 have a standard warranty of 3 years, while GXC has only 2 years. Moving forward, as I said in the beginning, we also have three-phase UPS. And again, I will want to highlight the most important informations about our three-phase UPSs, just like a fresh reminder. So first of all, we are talking about supply for voltage that can reach up to 400 volts. We are talking about much higher power protection from 10 kVA, and as you see, up to 3,400 kVA. And these UPSs are also divided in 2 technologies, where we can find the monoblocks ones, so the monolithics UPSs that are highlighted into the orange color, and our modular UPSs that are highlighted with the green color. However, I will speak generally as possible about the products from our three-phase portfolio because they are very complex and we also do not sell of them on the channel businesses. The only products that interest us today will be the ETA2, AXS, and the newest product, MTP, which was launched by the end of 2023. The rest of the products are not found on the channel business and they are still sold by our colleagues on the direct business. And we will start with the first one. As I mentioned, it is the ETA2 model. What you need to know about ETA2 model is that, first of all, it is our rack mountable solution, but this is the only rack mountable solution that we have on our three-phase UPS portfolio. But it can be, as you see, also placed into the tower version because, again, like in the same situation of the Edge model and also GXT5, this ETA2 model also comes with some fits within the box. Also, you can find this model between different power ranges from 10 kVA and up to 40 kVA. Up to 4 units can be connected in parallel, and also you can configure the output to be also 3-phase or 1-phase, but this thing or this featuring, it is available just for 10, 15 and 20 kVA model. Also, what can I say about this product is that it has an integrated bypass, and again, external battery cabinets can be connected. And the second model that we are selling as a three-phase UPS on the channel business is AXS. We can call it the little brother of or the of the bigger brother of the Itachi model, because as you see, we are talking about right now a pure standalone UPS, but with different power ranges from 10 kVA, and this AXS can reach up to 80 kVA. And again, you can configure the output either to be also 3-phase or 1-phase, but again, this thing is available just for 10 kVA, 15 kVA, and also 20 kVA version. So in general, it has the same featurings like the Itachi model, but what is very nice is that if you see, we have also a certificate that it will make sure that this UPS it can be also placed in medical environments. And what is very nice is that you can connect up to 2 communication cards. So first one is the remote card, and also if you want, you can connect also a relay card. And as I said, the newest 3-phase model, it is the MTP model. So what you need to know is that this UPS is nothing but, as GXC is the economical variant for the GXT5, well, MTP, it is the economical variant for AXS. As for the differences, we are talking about a UPS that it has, let's say, cheaper materials in terms of the design, because our AXS is made full of steel, while MTP being an economical version of AXS, it is designed with plastic. So the cover is made full of plastic, and also the components that are inside of this MTP are more let's say much more cheaper. So this will tell you that this UPS will have a lower life durability. And finally, we finished the UPS category chapter, and it's time to move to another category, and this is about our power distribution units. Basically, these are large power strips with the role of controlling electrical power in a data center, and they are designed to provide standard electrical outlet for data center equipment. And they are basically more special than the power strips that we have at our home, because they are designed to be dedicated exclusively to the rack applications. So in our portfolio of PDUs, we can find over 300 different models of these power strips that are differentiated, as you see, first of all, by the level of intelligence. So we can select a PDU between a basic, from basic and up to switch version. Also, another criteria is made by the fact that we have a different type of sockets, and also we can select the number of sockets. Also the power load and the supply voltage. They can be either single phase or three phase. Also the mounting style is different, because we can select an horizontal version that will be available in the space of the rack, or vertical, which will not occupy any kind of view space, because our racks have two dedicated spaces on the rear for attaching these kind of PDUs. Also, what is important is the level of amperage, which can be from 10 amperes and up to 63 amperes. But maybe the most interesting thing is, again, the standard warranty, because it can be 5 years without any cost or any charge. As I said previously, our PDUs are divided in different type of intelligence to be more specific in 4 different categories. So the basic ones, where all you have to do is to supply the power distribution unit, and this will ensure current for all the sockets. Then if we move forward, we will find the metered, which basically represents the upgrade of the basic version, because we have right now a local display to be able to see certain parameters on the sockets, such as current, power, energy, power consumption, frequency, and also average voltage. But if we move to the right side, we can find, let's say, the most smarter solutions, starting with the monitored one. So same as meter, we will find the local display, but right now we will have also 2 Ethernet ports in order to have remote access to this power distribution unit by simply accessing the IP address of the power distribution unit, and we will access the web interface page of the unit. And the most smarter ones, which are the switch ones, basically, beside the fact that we still have the local display, the internet ports for remote connection, we have something very interesting for the user, and this means that he can decide which socket to be turned on or off, and also he can recycle the power. So what are the elements of our power distribution units? So if we take like this example where we have a smart PDU, we can expect the following. So again, we are talking about the local display, of course, together with the internet ports for having remote monitoring featuring available. And then this PDU will be very easy to recognize because this PDU, it is a switch version, and this is made by, as you see on the frame, we can find some LEDs that will tell us if a certain outlet it is turned on or off. So basically, if the light it is green, means that we will have current on the respective socket. Otherwise, if that specific socket it is off, then we can expect that the certain socket it is decided to be turned off. Also, we can see the type of sockets together with some color frames, which basically represent or have two roles. The first one, of course, is to organizing and also managing the devices that we will be attached to this power distribution unit, but also they represent a locking system, calling Vertiv our U locking system, that basically will have the role to prevent any accidental detachment of the devices that are connected to the surface of this power distribution unit. Okay, and if you're talking about the type of sockets, we saw previously an example of a PDU with individual C13 outlets and also C19 outlets. But what we can offer, and maybe not so many companies can, is this type of PDU with 2-in-1 option, or how is it called in the Vertiv, the combi version, that basically will combine two type of sockets. In our portfolio, we are combining the C13 and C19 sockets into a single solution. So our user can either come with a C13 cable or C19 cable, and both of them will work on the same outlet. Another trending featuring of our power distribution units is that some of them have the ability to be upgradable. That means that they can be upgraded from one degree of intelligence to another. For, like, if we take an example, we can upgrade a metered PDU to be a smart one, so like a monitored version, simply just by make a swap of what you can see on this slide, what is so-called an interchangeable module device, or shortly the IMD. And as well, if we are talking about the upgrade topic, we also successfully upgraded the display for some units, especially for the vertical versions. And when we are talking about the vertical version of our monitor and also switch PDUs, um, we introduced this interchangeable module display version 5, which, besides the fact that will look more freshly, it will bring some new features, like first of all a serial port for managing the power distribution unit from command-based text line, and a micro SD if we want to extend the memory of the local display, a more easy way to remove and change the display because it's a toolless version. As you see, we have for now colorful touchscreen that can be rotatable to 180 degrees, and also redundant power input port version. As I said in the beginning, our PDUs can have a standard warranty which can be up to 5 years without any cost or any charge. But what you need to know is that when our user will purchase the power distribution unit, first on the first sentence or in the beginning, he will receive a 3-year standard warranty. But as I said, they can easily reach up to 5 years without any charge, simply by registering the number of the power distribution unit within first 120 days in our Vertiv website. What you need to know is that when we have to offer for a customer a PDU adapted to his needs, we are using a tool that is so-called the RPDU Finder, which is a free tool available on our Vertiv website, where which we can decide the best solution for our client based on according to all the criteria, starting from the intelligence level, also the amperage, the power, if it's configured to be an horizontal version or vertical version, also the type of input cable together with the type of outlets, and also a number of these sockets. Talking about environmental conditions, another important featuring that needs to be specified is that these PDUs have the ability to allow sensors to be connected. more precisely to add environmental sensors. What you need to know is that environmental monitoring will allow the user to proactively monitor environmental conditions within the cabinet to ensure, of course, optimal operating conditions. And one important thing that needs to be said here is that we can connect up to 16 certain or specific environmental sensors to a single power distribution unit by placing them into daisy chain connection. And here is exactly what type of sensor we are offering and what, of course, which or what type of sensors can be connected to our power distribution unit. As can be seen in this list, we have sensors that can be either digital on the left side or analog on the right side. But if we want to connect an analog sensor to our power distribution unit, we have to purchase also what is highlighted on this kind of yellow color, which is an analog to digital converter. And this is by the fact that our power distribution units have two digital, two local digital ports. Now we will move on the part of cooling systems. As I said, systems that will ensure the optimal operating temperature for the devices that will be inside the rack. But to be very honest with you, I'm not a real expert on this side, so I will try to tell you um, about this portfolio, like a very general overview and some general aspects about our cooling solutions. And we will start with this one, which is our switch S, which basically will have the role to provide a space for cool air to travel to the intake of network switch equipment. And also they have the role to create a barrier to effectively prevent hot exhaust air from entering switch intakes. And what is very nice is that they are very easy to install them by placing these units in the front of the in the cabinet in the same space as the network switch equipment it is. But the first big let's say cooling solution that we are offering, it is this VRC. The VRC, it is a cooling unit solution that is included in our racks, but let's say more special because it comes with an integrated cooling system of 3.5 kVA power, which has, of course, the role to, or it is a very powerful solution that will ensure a very good cooling for the devices that are inside the rack. But also we have VRCS. VRCS, basically, it is the bundle version of VRC. What does this mean? Is that the VRCS, it is the complete package of a rack solution that the customer can order. That means that we are starting from a bundle solution consisting of a rack, a UPS of 6 kVA version, a switch, one phase PDU, and of course sensors, all these being integrated into a single solution or a single part number. So what I've just presented to you, it can be ordered at once. Moving on, we are talking about the most powerful cooling solution into a rack system that we have in our portfolio. And right now we are talking about the newest solution launched 1 month ago. And this is about the Smart Cabinet ID, which is basically the upgrade of the VRCS by the fact that you can choose between a standard 42 rack version or a small one, as you see, of 24 units. Also, you can opt for a better cooling solution for the 42 unit version because you can select if you want a powerful cooling solution of 7 kVA power. And what is very nice about these smart cabinet IDs is that they have an IP54 protection instead of VRCS, which has a standard IP20 protection. Another cooling solution that Vertiv has, it is the in-row or CRV cooling system. This basically, it is used for server rooms and small data centers, and mainly has the role to ensure a good air circulation to the racks by placing them strictly next to a rack with a perforation door. Here we can find a short overview about our in-row solution. So we have two versions. On the left side, we will find the air-cooled version, which can be up to 30 kVA power. But we have also chill water technology, which is on the right side, which can be up to 550 kVA. Yeah. Okay, and now the last category of products for which I will make again a very general presentation because this is also a very large product portfolio and I know that you already had to process a lot of information. Sorry about that. It is about our AVSM portfolio or products that has the role to access, control, and also manage the devices and actually the servers that the customer wants to integrate into his data center, let's say. And this thing, it is done by using systems like KVMs, which stands for keyboard, video, and mouse, which can be used either locally using our desktop KVMs or either remotely by using our KVM over IP system. And yeah, we can also include, and we have in our portfolio serial consoles. I will try to make a quick overview about each category that we are actually see on this page in order, of course, to understand how things are working. So the first category, it is about our desktop KVMs or in our catalog, the switch views. Practically, as you see in the picture, a single user can have access locally to several computers or, of course, several servers using a single or, yeah, a dual monitor, a single mouse, and also a single keyboard. So one primary function of these desktop KVMs is viewing and interacting with BIOS boot screens. And another thing is that by using our products, you can switch between targets by using keyboard shortcuts or pressing the buttons on the unit. With this thing, we can say that we will save a lot of space because we don't need to use a lot of equipment in the same time. Then we have what is so-called high-performance KVMs or HMX. They have the role of accessing and sharing workstations that are at a distance from each other. So how does this happen? Well, these HMXs are composed of two elements, and this is about a transmitter and a receiver that are connected to each other at a large distance from over 30 meters or and can be up to 100 meters. To get an idea about the application of these devices are being used, we are meeting these devices in events like broadcasting, control rooms, or either laboratories. Moving forward, we have what is so-called LCD console tray or local rack access LCD console. What you need to know is that this is nothing but the kind of computer that can be installed into the rack. So this is a rack mountable computer and through which we can access our devices in the rack from serial interface, or we can access our servers through the Linux or Windows operating system. So in a single sentence, if we need a rack computer in order to get a fast locally access to our devices, we will use or we will recommend this LCD rack access system. What we have more in this AvoCent area are also the serial consoles, but maybe it will be very nice to make an introduction about what is a serial console. So these devices provide serial communication accessing a text-based command line interface to devices that communicate, of course, over serial, like such as network switches, storage devices, also Unix servers, and also maybe our power distribution units and also our UPS solutions. Also, this serial console server supports customers with options to enable faster troubleshooting of issues, will enhance network security, will be more easy to manage the appliances and will reduce the downtime cost, and of course will enhance the monitoring capabilities. And on our area, or what are our solutions in our area, are the ACS products, which stands for Advanced Console Servers. And we will have two types, each being used depending of the application. So what is on the left side will be our Edge version, because we have just the 4-port version available with a single external power supply. And on the right side, we will find the most powerful version, which is applied for enterprise applications, or yeah, data center. And this is because we can find this ACS 8000 in different ports, um, versions like 8 ports, 16 ports, 32 ports, and also 48 port count. And it is also available in a single or dual AC or DC power supply. Then we have the KVMs over IP. With these things, the user can be anywhere worldwide as long as they can have network or internet access to the KVM appliance. So with this KVM over IP, we can start sessions via web browser. So this worldwide access is very easy, because all you have to do is to have a PC with a web browser, and yeah, what we have to do is to enter the IP address of the Avosen product, and you will get access to the management platform, and you can start having remote sessions by using HTML5 or Java. And in our portfolio, we got two family products, as you can see. And here we are talking about MPU, which stands for Merge Point Unity, and also AudioView. To be honest with you, there are not so many differences between these two families of products. Maybe MPU has 2 or 3 more advantages, but in the same time, it's more expensive. And what you need to know is that several models are available depending on how many targets are available to access and control over the network. And yeah, of course, how many concurrent remote users will be accessing them. And they will also support a single local user, or at least a single local user. For MPU, you can find models with 8, 16, 32, and 48 ports, depending on how many targets does the customer have. And for AutoView, because let's say it is a more economical version of the MPU, we can find it just in 2 versions, and this is about the 8 and of course 16 ports version. We are about to reach the finish line, so we'll jump into the last family of Avosen device, and this is about ADX. So this is nothing but a vendor neutral platform enabling management of all systems across the network, including also at the edge. Also, this is an ecosystem of IT management devices and software built upon a secure common architecture, which seamlessly integrates and scales to create an open and resilient IT management fabric from enterprise to edge configurations. So this ADX ecosystem will provide the highest performance and agility, security, and will enable automation, management, monitoring, and control like no other device in the market can do. So it is capable of for providing all these stuffs by implementing solutions like, first of all, what is so called a management platform appliance. Then we have the rack manager, which is a very powerful network switch, and also our IP interface modules that basically will have the role to connect to be connected to the target. And now we will go a little bit in detail with each product just to see more attractive featurings that these devices have. And we will begin with MP1000. With this one, you can monitor and access devices, first of all, like the rack manager, so our network switch, the RM1048. Also, what you can monitor are also ID rack servers, KVMs over IP from our Avocent portfolio, and of course, ADX specific dongles like IPSL, IPUHD, and also IPIQ. We'll see a little bit later what I'm talking about right now. Of course, we can include serial devices. So we are talking about a physical DS view. So with this appliance or management platform, this one will have the role to monitoring and inclusion of all Vertiv products from the IRS portfolio that can be monitored in a single point. So we can have a main data center where all devices can be monitored by this management appliance platform. Next, the rack manager, the RM1048. Again, this is a simple network switch with the ability to support or have 48 ports that allows the control and monitoring of devices over IP in the safest possible way, because each port can assign if we want a unique IP address. And the 48 ports will allow fast data transmission because the ports have 1 gigabit speed. And now let's talk about the mini modules available. First one being the IPIQ, which allows monitoring and controlling a single server or device remotely. So if we connect the device to a target, we can monitor it remotely because this mini module also contains IP address. So it can be monitored remotely. And of course, the solution that we, or the target that will be connected to this module will need to be, as you see, with VGA video format or VGA video cable. Next one, it is the IPU HD, which is the upgrade of IPIQ because it allows the connection of two devices for this time, both of which can be controlled and more monitored remotely. But the difference is that it can give a 4K resolution through the LJ45 ports. Also, if the device we want to control only has a USB-C connection, well, IPUHD will be able to connect to such a monitor or server thanks to the USB-C port that is available. And the last piece, it is the IPSL. You can call it the economical part or variant of the ACS because it allows connection through the serial interface up to 2 devices. And so basically, if we will have someone or a client who opts for a more economical option from the point of view of costs and of the devices that he wants to connect and to have serial connections, where IPSL will be the ideal solution. And the last thing that I want to present to you very, very quick as possible, because I see that we are running out of time. We are talking about a very, very good platform like the management appliance, the MP1000. We're talking about the old version, but a very strong version, which is the DSView. So if we right now, we were talking about management platforms for devices in individual mode. Here we're talking about the software provided by us where you can integrate all your KVMs over IP from our Avocent portfolio, also servers, virtual machines, and so on. So practically, this is the center area where you can manage your devices and start sessions in serial way or by HTML5 viewing. And yeah, here it is a very, very short sneak peek about how this platform looks like. So we will see, first of all, our product, like if we take an example of a KVM over IP. So let's imagine that here it was an auto view because UMG right now it's end of life. So it's not available in our portfolio anymore. If we expand that auto view, we will see also the targets. And if we move to the right section, so on the action side, we can launch KVM sessions, via HTML5, or if the specific specific target it was with a serial session or connection, we can also start a serial session like this. Okay, so with this thing, I can say that we just finished our journey, and we just discovered together the entire iOS product portfolio. Right now, I hope that you understand something from what I've just presented to you. I know that it was a lot of information, but if you have any kind of question, please don't hesitate to ask anything on the chat, or you can also reach to me by email. So first of all, I would like to thank you for your attention, and thank you again for having me today. And of course, keep in touch and speak to you soon. Back to you, Oscar, if you are here.
Yeah. So a lot of information, really a lot. And I as well put in chat my contacts, or you can directly contact our key account managers in each country from ASBIS and ask everything what you need about a Vertiv portfolio, price, DLX, etc., etc. Or contact me directly as well. Yeah, please feel free. Any question. So have you a nice day all. Thank you about your time. See you and let's do business. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Have a great day. Goodbye.
Goodbye.